So Ulysses is my wife's grandfather, or my grandfather-in-law, I guess you could say. He served in the Air Force, or actually when he signed up, it was the Army Air Corps. Right after Pearl Harbor, signed up, and then ended up making a career out of it. Served 32 years and retired as a lieutenant colonel. And he was an aviator. He flew combat missions in the Pacific in World War II, and then also in Korea, and then Vietnam. So obviously very decorated career. I believe he had a Bronze Star and a Purple Heart. I think he was shot down in World War II. They managed to crash land, but he was wounded in the landing. And one of the stories that's kind of interesting about that is, I guess he wrote a letter home after the crash and didn't really, mention that he had crashed and been in the hospital. It just kind of glossed that over, so no one really knew about it until years later. He happened to mention crashing and hurting. I think he even broke his back, pretty severely injured. But like we were, talking in some earlier stories, that generation, they just didn't talk about that. So which almost makes it more impressive that that's what everyone was doing. And I just find that impressive that a lot of people would go to war and they'd say, because you have to be scared, when someone's shooting at you, but then stay in. And from what I understand, both in Korea and Vietnam, he didn't have to do combat missions. He volunteered to do those, so it makes it, the service that much more impressive.